cancel everything I did for the next day. And then I woke up the next day. I was like, run it up. But yeah, no, it was just.
And his reaction to Quinn was so genuine. Like, he looked so mad at him. Like, Quinn, you did this.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I was like, oh.
same shit with the clothes. Like,
yeah.
the first time I asked Quinn about, like, yo, did you throw my clothes on the floor? He's like, nah, bro, I didn't throw your clothes on the floor. Like, I was like, wow, that was a really genuine answer. Like, I asked him again, and he was like, nah. But I was just like, I'm taking him off the block this week. I'm gonna go into this, full throttle, and I'll tell him after. Like, I know it wasn't him, dude. And throughout doing it and being in the room and cleaning shit up, I was just like, yo, it's my stuff, T-Core's, Chemo's, and Angela's. And I haven't seen Brooklyn. I've seen everybody else. Like, it's got to be her. And I just saw her post it, like, today of her being like, yeah, after people's clothes on the floor, like, whatever. Like, it was funny. Yeah, it was. It is. It is. It's all fun and games. It's all a joke. But you got, like, if people are in that house, you got to know the same shit with me and Lisa is, like, you love and adore all these people. But you have to find one little thing to start carving out at. I wasn't even aware that Lisa really cut me off in the intro. I didn't care. And then later on, like, second, third, and fourth day, people are like, that was crazy she cut you off. And by, like, the third day, I'm like, yeah, that was nuts, bro. Like, that's not cool. Like, even though I didn't care. So it's just, that's how that game works. And, yeah, no, I mean, Brooklyn was great in there. I absolutely love and adore Brooklyn. Everybody in there, dude. I can't believe people think, like, Quinn and I actually don't like each other. Like,
right.
Like,
dude,
I think the only real beef of our season is the beef that just happened. And I think they'll get over it.
I don't think that'll last.
Yeah,
I think
they'll get over it. That's like the most like upset I've seen somebody.
Yeah, that's the first
time
someone said I'm not talking to you on the outside of here. They were like,
right. That's the first one I've heard.
The first one ever. I was like, damn.
We were all pretty nice to each other.
Yeah.
Like, relative, like, everybody there is like a good person. Like, nobody there.
I remember the first day we were in there, like, and everyone was in the kitchen, and I pointed to the oven and the clock on the oven, and I was just like, you guys see that time? That might not even be the real time. Like, this is like how much we signed away with this stuff. So, just so you know, it's gonna get crazy in here. People are going to not be themselves, and we have to know that everyone got in here for being themselves, and we're all good people on the outside, but, like, we are in no control, and you can never mentally prepare yourself for something like that. You think you can, you think you're going to do it, and it hits you like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
And I really think, like, from that moment on, everybody started, like, reiterating, like, it's just a game when shit would get intense. And, like, I've been seeing that since I've been out of the house, too, and I think that's a really good thing. And Quinn and I and Cedric and I really set the tone with, like, yeah, you can have frenemies in here,
right,
but we can compartmentalize this game and the fact that you're a good person, I'm a good person, we really do get along, and this is how we met. So, unfortunately, you're forced to go against people you just met. But I really love you, bro. Like,
I appreciate it. I love you too, man.
Yeah, same with Quinn.
Oh, yeah. No, we were all on day 2 before feeds came on. We were all, like, crying with each other. Like, this was, like, a mushy cast.
No,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it was very mushy.
In a good way.
I cried during my exit interview, and I really, I was like, I hope people don't take this as, like, I'm crying because I lost. It was just like you leave your friends, bro. And I was like, dang, I had to.
Dude, you miss people, bro. Like, you're like, damn, bro. Like, dude, when you left, dude, like, that was the first time somebody had really left where I was like, damn, like, he's gone, bro. Like, you were a light in that house, bro. Like, you brought everybody's energy up, dude. Like, it was, like, palpable when you weren't there, for sure. To everybody, not just me.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
No, I agree 100%. You were, like, I mean, well, I feel very much like you, Cedric. Like, we're fun, we're bubbly, we don't take ourselves seriously, but we take our work seriously, and especially after learning more about you when we get out of the house too, I was like, yo, I do really know this dude. Like, I really love you, bro, and I really feel like we're a lot alike because we're so glass half full, even when there's a fourth of the glass filled, and that's a quality and a trait and a personality of anybody in this world that I will forever praise and enjoy, because I feel like it's it's few and far between, bro. So you're a really good person. You had a really good heart, man. I appreciate you through and through. And couldn't agree more with Joseph, dude. When you left, like, yeah, I remember when you left, I was like, let's go. And the second I said that, I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna suck at the same time, you know. And I couldn't
Yeah.
say anything because we also people like we're aware of
Probably.
kind of what's
Yeah.
going on, so we do kind of feed into these characters, like, you know, Quinn
Yeah.
feeding into like the villain, me and him feeding into the beef, Angela doing her crazy stuff. So yeah, you do, but like it's. I remember in my exit interviews, I was just like, yo, it's as bittersweet could possibly be, because I feel I'm happy to go see my friends and family, but I feel like I'm leaving my new friends and family. Like it's so true and hard to do, and just you don't know if you're ever gonna see them again. And once you get out, you're like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna, because you see how tight this group is, but you lose track of all that
Yeah,
in there.
Yeah.
dude. Cedric, like voting you out, bro, like that broke me the fuck up, bro. Like I did not want to do it. I even like 20 seconds before I got in that voting booth, bro, I literally was not going to vote you out. Like I literally was going to vote for you to stay. And then I just changed my mind like last second pretty much. But like, dude, that like really ate me up, dude, because you're awesome, dude. And when you left the house, bro, I never had a bad word to say about you, bro, because there's not one to be said. Like you're just
Yeah.
amazing, dude.
Yeah,
I
ever.
appreciate y'all.
There's nothing bad to be said about anybody in that house. Everyone is a great person, and I
No,
know
for sure.
things get lost in translation when you're in there, but when you get out, you know, it's like, yeah, I might have seemed tight at Brooklyn for throwing my clothes and knew it was her, but then when you get out and like that's confirmed or not confirmed, it doesn't matter to
You
us.
don't
It
care
just
anymore.
Right.
matters to everyone else, and we're all like, yeah, whatever. I know what it
Right.
was like. Good
Yeah.
for yo,
Like
props
people
to
will bring
you.
up things to you and you're like, bro, it's not that deep.
Yeah.
Like once you're out of the house,
Not
it's
that.
just like,
Thank
I don't
you.
know.
No, it's not that. Where it's, yeah. You got like people. You know, you get in arguments and you go through like disagreements with your closest best friends. Sure, it might have happened years and years ago, but like you got to understand, we're forced into a pressure cooker to do all this
Yeah.
and as
Yeah.
quickly and whatever and efficiently and
Yeah.
methodically as possible. So when that
Yeah.
it was such a amazing, great experience that I think we all took a lot out of and will cherish forever for sure.
Hell
For
yeah.
a fact. For a fact. And I love all y'all. It was so sad to leave. Like, yeah, because everybody in there is amazing. Everyone brings their own perspective, and
Yeah.
like Joseph and I got really close. Tucker, we were like we were super close like the first 2 weeks, and then the whole like thing blew up week 3. But it
What
was,
do you
you
mean?
know, it. But like you said, you're forced to find things and stick with things that you don't like because you like everybody. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Joseph, a lot of people, I see a lot of like, Joseph is like the most, I don't know, the most unique like Joseph person that I know. Like he's just so
Ah,
dope.
yes.
He's just so dope. Like I don't know how you would quantify Joseph's personality, but it's
It's
so
just
sick. Like
like Reed's.
Just like his buddy Reed. Yeah. Thank you, Cedric. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I
welcome.
think that like coming into the house, I was like, oh my god, everyone's gonna hate you. Like so, like, because I know I'm an acquired taste,
Right.
but like getting to know everybody and how like cool like
Nah,
everyone was in the
you gotta
house
know
was just
you're the
sick.
right taste for you, and people like you're not an acquired taste. You got it going on. You're right. You'll attract the right people for you, bro. Don't ever don't because saying you're an acquired taste is the glass half empty kind of mentality. You gotta just be like I say
That's
I'm a
me.
weirdo, but I love weirdos, you know. So like yeah, I'm a weirdo and I fucking love it. So don't you're a class act, man.
Thank you, Tucker. I
Nah,
appreciate
really,
it.
you are.
Thank you.
So are
Everyone
you
here's so
like
great.
that?
Yeah.
Shout out our nicknames that we've had a lot of adventures, dog. We've had a lot of adventures.
People don't understand that like I've heard this before, but that a week in the brother house, a day is like a week is like a month, and a month is like a lifetime, and you got multiple lifetimes in there. And that one saying that I heard, I was like, that is the truest thing I've ever heard about this house. It really is. You just you just have no idea. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Life
Cedric, were you
long
actually
way.
paranoid in the house, or did you pretend to be paranoid?
Was I actually paranoid in the house?
Yeah.
No, I would
Because I
pretend.
feel okay. See, all
The
right.
best
Yeah. See,
cook is Leah over Mackenzie in my book. Leah's a better baker. She makes some mean cookies. The only person who makes better cookies is my mother. Don't even fucking get me started. But nah.
Mackenzie baked the most.
I like Mackenzie's cookies. I just hate that she puts salt on them. Like they would be so fire without the like
Yeah.
hard ass raw sea
I
salt.
literally
What else
like.
don't you like about MJ, Cedric?
Big, yo,
What?
have you seen that clip? I'm gonna
No,
send it to
what?
you because I was crying. There's
You
a
said
clip.
that Mackenzie had a big dome.
Yes, Mackenzie had a big dome. It's like this clip takes place at like 3 in the morning. Everybody's asleep. Joseph, myself, and Mackenzie are delusional. And to preface why Mackenzie got big dome attack was before she was like, I don't remember specifically, but she was like, oh, I'm kind of like a mean joker or something like that. So now I was like, oh, I'm about to clown her for her head. And that's when she looked like Syndrome from The Incredibles. It was bad. I'll send you the clip. It's on Twitter.
It's so good.
All right. Well, we should find a way to wrap this up because we're already 35 minutes over. Just to keep the people wanting more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Less is more.
So, dude, we should all wrap it up in some way or answer someone's question. Anyone can go first. I'm just reading. What are my true thoughts on Quinn? I'll start. All right, guys, thank you for coming. We appreciate it. We're going to do a lot more of these. Shout out Cedric and Joseph. How we doing? But yeah, my thoughts on Quinn is, yeah, he's a really good, funny dude who is not confident in himself, which I can relate to because I've been there. So I'm someone that loves to like pull out people's confidence, make them like fearless, which is probably why I was doing a lot of the stuff I did in that house. But you know, I think Quinn got robbed. He should have been there a little longer. But I also like that's why I was going after him. You know, I think I was going after the people I was going after because they were big and in charge, and I was going after Quinn and Brooklyn and Chelsea, and Brooklyn went. So then it was gonna be Chelsea or Quinn, you know. And he's a legendary, really good player. And don't believe what you read. Quinn and I are great friends. He's a really good dude, and we could crack jokes all day long. So that's where I'm at with him.
I think he had a much better like social game than I recognized in the house. Like I think that everybody did like him. I don't think anybody trusted him.
Yeah.
He was amazing at the comps. But I think strategically was really his only misstep in the game. I think like putting Cedric up was not a good idea. Putting me up was not a good idea for him. So those were really. But I think he was a good player overall.
Right, and he's also aware of that in his exit interviews. He's mentioned that,
Yeah.
you know, which it is like you have to be aware of those things to be a great player, and I think he is. You know, so yeah.
I've said it. I've said it on a few of my lives, but I think, excuse me, I've said it on a few of my lives, but I think that Quinn had the potential to be one of the best Big Brother players to ever play the game, and he kind of squandered it with his mistrust and like wanting to play the villain archetype of the season. Not to dog him or anything like that, but I think if Quinn had played better strategically, he would have had the chance to be like one of the best Big Brother players to literally ever play. In a season full of great players, like some seasons you can see and you're like, this person isn't really a good player. Like, but our season, it's hard to like find somebody and be like their game is like not good. Like
everybody was playing.
Nah, yeah. Hats off to the
playing.
casting with that. Everyone was playing their game to the fullest, but it was all different games.
Yeah. That's the crazy part is it was all different games, but everybody was playing. And so, yeah. But I think aside from game wise, Quinn's super dope. He's like his personality is bubbly and like maybe not niche. How would you describe Quinn's personality?
He doesn't have a mean bone in his body.
Unique. He's like a wild, crazy, want to be like, he wants to be very confident, but can't unless he's around people that are. And then when you really see him come out, you know, it's like, Joseph, you took like 4, 5, 6 days to come out of your shell, you know. And like Cedric and I, first day in there, we're like, we don't have a shell. How we doing? Like,
See,
blah blah
that's
blah.
what
And
Tucker thought, but I was doing behind the scenes stuff. I was talking to Angela, I was talking to Cedric and
yeah,
Chelsea.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you're just in terms of person, not necessarily
Oh
game
yeah,
wise, but personality and like being, you know, comfortable in front of everybody. Like when you did the toast at the table and you
yeah.
were
Oh, true, true,
for
true.
sure, like things like that is like, yo, that's that. I like that. I used to have a lot of anxiety and shit, and like trying to do anything in front of a class or whatever. So I know how that is, and just like to not, you feel weird wanting to be yourself, and I feel like everyone in that house was able to be themselves, and it doesn't necessarily mean it was depicted like that, but yeah, everyone in there, quit. Everybody is so great, and I think like Quinn really came out of his shell a couple days after I rocked his boat because he had no choice. Because I think he wanted to play the game too hard versus if he was confident in if he just was confident in being himself in there, which I get. You know, I'm not trying to talk down on him whatsoever. Like it's a very, you're under a microscope and there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
But
And he
Quinn's a
was
great
somebody
dude.
too who was always very like hyper aware of like what he was saying and how it was coming across. Like he would tell me like, I don't want people to think of this about me, and I'd be like, dude, don't worry, like, you know, it's fine.
Yeah. All right. It's 7:10. We went 40 minutes extra. We love you guys. This is gonna happen a lot. We're just getting started. Stay tuned for future ones. Thank you all for tuning in. It's Cedric and Joseph. Up to you. Oh!
Tucker, thanks for having us. This was super cool. Cedric, dude, you can always FaceTime me whenever. Same thing to you, Tucker. Like, you guys are my brothers for life now. Like, this experience was so cool. And, like,
You know it.
honestly, so lucky to have done it with both of you because you're both just amazing people. Like, two of the most amazing people I've ever met. So,
Thank you. Right back at you.
Thank you, Joseph. Same for you. Same for you. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to the boys talk. Tucker, thank you for having Joseph and I. And my phone's always open, Joseph, Tucker, same thing for you guys. Ever feel lonely, ever want to
Yeah.
talk, or even just on some like, yo, like let's kick it type vibe, feel free to FaceTime me, text me, like I'll answer. I love you guys. I really do. Like I feel like people say that, but I really mean like I love y'all. So
Really, yeah. I agree. I
oh, yeah,
agree with you
dude.
guys 100%. You know, and it's anytime you guys need anything, reach out. This is like behind the scenes stuff. We know how tight and closely bonded we are, and it's all about supporting people and helping each other out. So thank you guys for saying that. It's for sure true, and always here for you guys. Whether I know I'm always goofy, but when shit gets serious, as Cedric knows, I can be serious, but also in a different light, not necessarily intense. You
right.
know,
Yeah,
emotionally
yeah.
serious for sure. So yeah, I never take myself seriously, but I will take my work and other people's lives and emotions very seriously. So again, I'm always here for you guys. We love and respect everyone for coming. And until next time, all I see is these hearts in the bottom right corner going up to old chats. It seems like you guys loved it. Let's go.
Bye.
Love you. Miss you already. Miss you more. Miss you the most. Take my